there's a way to walk out of a Dollar Tree with an item in your hand that cost you exactly 1 cent. And until this year, the store was allowed to refuse to sell it to you. That changed a few months ago, quietly, and almost nobody your age has heard about it. I want to explain it properly because it is the single biggest shift in how that store works in years, and it turns the discontinued items, the ones being cleared off the floor right now, into some of the cheapest goods in America. My name is Henry. I spent 31 years in the grocery and retail trade, 9 of them running a store, and I know exactly how a chain marks a thing down when it's decided to stop carrying it. So let me tell you how this works. What's actually crashing in price on those shelves right now in August, 10 or so specific things to look for. And the honest catch is because there are a few, and I won't pretend there aren't. Here's the mechanism, plain as I can make it. When Dollar Tree discontinues an item, it doesn't just knock a bit off the price. It marks the thing down in stages, down to a quarter, and then when it's truly done with it, all the way down to a single penny in its computer system. A penny item is a Dollar Tree product that has been discontinued and marked down to 0.01 in Dollar Tree's system. The store is supposed to pull those off the shelf and throw them out, but they don't always get to them in time, and here's the part that changed everything. As of a leaked company policy change in early January 2026, if you find a penny item and bring it to the register, employees now have to sell it to you. For years they refused, now they can't. That's the whole game, and most people over 65 have no idea it happened. So this video is really about that. The discontinued items, why their prices have crashed, and how to actually get them. Let me show you what to look for. Now, what's actually crashing right now? Let me walk you through the kinds of things that turn up on that penny and quarter clearance in the back half of August, and I'll tell you the real ones I've seen documented, so you know what you're hunting for. The summer seasonal goods, this is the big one right now. The clearance markdowns cluster around the calendar, and the quarter and penny markdowns follow the seasons. The seasonal aisles get cleared right after each holiday. Right now, at the end of summer, that means the whole summer aisle is on its way to the penny. The patriotic goods left over from July, the luau and pool party themes, the beach toys, the summer-colored party plates and napkins. The store needs that floor for fall, so summer is being written off. This is where the deepest discontinuing is happening this month. Walk the summer aisle first, scanner in hand, Facebook discontinued food and pantry items. Real grocery turns up on this list constantly. In the documented clearance, I've seen things like Green Giant cut green beans in the 14.5 ounce cans and a hazelnut cocoa spread in the small tubs. Name brand and store food, discontinued and crashed. The tell with food is a flavor or a size the store decided to stop carrying. Check the date, as always. Most is good well into next year, but a can of name brand vegetables at a quarter or a penny is real food at a price that isn't real anywhere else. The food aisle is one of the best places to scan because people don't think to check it. Fox Business Party plates and paper goods in discontinued patterns. In the actual clearance data, things like a neutral pattern paper party plate, the 18-count packs show up marked down, a pattern the store is dropping. Paper goods are perfect for this because they don't spoil and you'll use every one. When a plate or napkin pattern gets discontinued, it crashes and you're getting the identical paper you'd have paid full price for a week earlier. Fox Business Personal Care and Skincare and discontinued lines. Dollar Tree carries real name brand adjacent skincare, lines like Dermasil and name brands like Colgate in specific varieties, and when a particular product or scent gets dropped, it goes to the clearance tiers. A skincare item or a toothpaste in a discontinued flavor crashed to a quarter is the same product it was at full price. Scan the health and beauty aisle. It's one people overlook entirely. seasonal decor being cleared for fall, the summer decorations, the bright colors, the beach and garden bits are getting written off right now to make room for the fall leaves and pumpkins already arriving. This is decor you'd look at for a few weeks and box away for a year. So it's exactly the kind of thing you never want to pay full price for. Buy the summer decor now on the crash, store it, and you're set for next summer for pennies. But before we proceed further, the honest catches, because I'd rather you hear them from me than find out at the register. These penny prices are not printed on any tag. The 1-cent items will not be advertised and the prices won't be featured on price tags in the store. You will not find a nice clearance aisle with penny signs on it. The penny price lives in the store's computer, and the only way to know for certain is to scan the item on the Dollar Tree app on a phone or on the price scanner mounted on the wall in many stores. If it scans as product not found, that's the signal it's a penny item. That sounds backwards, but a thing the computer won't price is a thing the computer has written off to a penny. Second catch, it is not guaranteed and it varies store to store. The new policy is applied inconsistently from one store to the next. Availability changes constantly and it's real, but it's a hunt. Some stores are on top of it. Some cashiers haven't heard of the change yet. And third, a bit of etiquette that's also strategy. Gather everything you want before you go to the checkout, because once you buy the penny items, the employees will go and pull the rest of them off the shelf. So you get one clean pass. Look first, gather everything, then check out. Now, back to items. Craft and party supplies from drop lines, the seasonal craft goods, the theme party favors, the summer-specific craft kits. When a line gets discontinued, it lands on the penny track. If you do any crafting or you keep a drawer of party supplies for the grandchildren, this is a corner worth scanning, because craft overstock is a huge share of what a dollar store discontinues. Toys and novelties from a cleared season. The summer toys, the bubble bottles, the sand pails, the pool toys get discontinued at season's end. A bag of bubbles or a beach toy keeps perfectly well in a closet until next June. If there are little ones in your life, this is buying next summer a year early at a penny a piece. Kitchen gadgets and housewares in drop styles. The peelers, the small tools, the storage pieces in a color or style the store's dropping. Feel the weight the way you always should. Metal with heft is worth having, thin plastic isn't. But a solid stainless gadget crashed to a quarter is a genuine find. Greeting cards and gift wrap from discontinued designs. When a card line or a wrap pattern gets dropped, it crashes, and a Dollar Tree card is already 2 for $1.25 against 6 and 7 at a card shop. A discontinued design at a quarter or a penny is nearly free. Stock a drawer, birthdays, blanks, sympathy, and you're never caught making a special drugstore trip at $6.50 again. Stationery, notebooks, and the tale of back to school. The school supplies that came in for July and didn't move are getting cleared now as the season closes. Notebooks, folders, pencils in discontinued styles, pure commodity, crashed. If there's a student in your life, this is the window and it's closing. And the health aisle basics and drop packaging, the bandages, the first aid bits, the small OTC packs in a discontinued box. One honest word here, and I mean it every time, on any medicine, read the active ingredient and the dose, and if you can't confirm what's in it and how much, leave it, especially if you're on anything for your heart or your blood. A crash price is no reason to put an unfamiliar pill in your body, but a name brand bandage and drop packaging, that's just cheap gauze and worth grabbing. Let me stop and tell you the one thing that separates a smart penny hunt from a wasted afternoon, because it matters more than any list. The low price is going to do something to your judgment. A penny, a quarter. Your head says grab it before it ever asks the only question that counts. would I have wanted this thing at all if it weren't nearly free? And a thing you didn't need is not a bargain at a penny. It's a penny wasted plus the space it eats in your house, plus one more object you have to deal with. I have watched people fill a cart with penny items in a kind of fever, thrilled at the prices, and then get home with a heap of things they'll never use. The whole skill is separating two questions the crash is trying to blur into one. Is this price incredible? And separately, do I actually want this thing? The near free price makes the first one scream so loud you forget to ask the second. Don't let it. Before anything goes in the cart, ask yourself plainly how it gets used and when. If you can't answer in one honest sentence, put it back, penny or no penny. The people who come out of this ahead aren't the ones who grab the most. They're the ones who grab only what they'd have bought anyway at a fraction of the price. Let me tell you how a real hunt goes, because it's the whole thing in one trip. You walk in with the app open or you head for the wall scanner. You start with the summer aisle because that's what's being cleared hardest this month, and you scan as you go. Most things ring up at their normal price. That's fine, that's the permanent stock. Then one scans product not found, and that's your penny. You quietly set it in the cart. You work the food aisle, the paper goods, the health and beauty, scanning the things you'd actually use. You gather everything first and every last one, because the moment you check out, they'll pull the rest from the shelves and your one clean pass is over. And you leave the things that scan cheap, but you'd never use no matter how low they rang, because a penny for something you'll never touch is still a penny more than it's worth. You come home with a small bag of genuinely useful things, some food, some paper goods, a card or two for the drawer that cost you a couple of dollars for the lot. That's a penny hunt done right, not a fever. A quiet, deliberate walk with a scanner and one honest question. So here's what I'd have you actually do this week. Download the Dollar Tree app or plan to use the wall scanner and go in the next few days while the summer clear out is at its deepest. Scan before you assume anything. The penny price is never on the tag, only in the machine. Start with the summer aisle, then the food, then the paper goods. Gather everything you want in one pass before you check out. And if a cashier hesitates, be kind about it. The policy changed in January 2026. Some staff still don't know, and kindness goes a long way. Mention there's a new policy, ask them to check with a manager, stay polite always. These are people doing a hard job, and the ones who are kind about the hunt tend to have the best luck with it. And run every single thing through the one question, would I want this if it weren't nearly free? Yes, take it and be glad. No, leave it penny or not. Now I'd like to hear from you, because you'll turn up things I'd never find on my own. Tell me the best penny or clearance item you ever walked out with, the thing that rang up for a cent or near it that you actually use and love. I read these, and I promise some of them will send me to my own store with the app open. And tell me this, honestly, have you tried the scanner yet? Did your store sell you the penny item without a fuss, or did you run into a cashier who hadn't heard of the change? Because this is all still new and it's shaking out differently store to store. And the more of us who share how it actually went at the register, the better the next person walks in prepared. Say where you are and how it went. Open the app, scan before you grab, and never let a penny price buy you something you'd never have wanted.